Hallo Damen und Herren, ich bin Tim Hynds und willkommen zu Oktoberfest auf dem Brew blog. And you know what that means? It's time to pull on those lederhosen and lace up those dirndls, because we've got a lot of beer to drink. Oktoberfest as a beer style is kind of interesting. It goes by a lot of different names. There's obviously Oktoberfest, there's Märzen, because Oktoberfest beers are traditionally brewed in March for drinking in the fall, and there's Vienna. These kind of beer styles share a lot of similarities. They're usually made with caramel malts, a little bit of sweetness, and some subdued German noble hops. Let's see what the Beer Association has to say about American-style Oktoberfest. Quoting from their style guidelines, they say, the American style of these classic German beers is distinguished by a comparatively greater degree of hop character. The style is characterized by medium body and a broad range of color, from golden to reddish brown. Sweet maltiness should dominate over a clean hop finish. The bitterness should not be aggressive or harsh. Malt character should be light toasted rather than strongly caramel, although a low level of light caramel character is acceptable. Bread or biscuit-like malt character is acceptable in aroma and flavor. Hop aroma and flavor should be notable, but at low to medium levels. Fruity esters should not be perceived. Diacetyl and hill cheese should not be perceived. What this means to the Oktoberfest beer drinker is it's sort of a middle-of-the-road type of beer. It's certainly more robust flavored than a common lager, but it's not what one would consider to be a heavy or especially intense beer. I like Oktoberfest beers because they're good gateway beers when you're introducing friends to beer styles that might have a little more flavor than what they might be used to. We're really fortunate that here in the Sioux City area we have quite an array of Oktoberfest beers to choose from. I'm going to really talk about 4 of them. The first one I want to talk about is Left Hand's Oktoberfest. This comes from Left Hand Brewing Company in Longmont, Colorado. This is kind of a nice beer. It's slightly sweet. It's got some good caramel malt flavor to it, and a little bit of biscuit malt. The hops have that characteristic noble hop flavor, and by noble hop I mean hops that are indigenous to Germany. Tettnang hops, Hallertauer hops. They give a noticeable kind of a hop bite, but they're not at all overwhelming. In fact, noble hops are characterized by fairly low levels of alpha acids, and those are the acids that give hops their bitterness flavor. Another one I would like to talk about is the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. Again, a very nice example of American Oktoberfest. This is a kind of a sweet roasted flavor, a little more roasty than the Left Hand beer. Well executed hop profile, a little more hoppy than the Left Hand. Very nice beer. The next one I'd like to talk about is Bob's 47, and this is the first year they've actually labeled this as an Oktoberfest beer. This has been their fall seasonal and always been labeled as a Märzen, but as we know, they're basically the same beer, so let's give this a taste. You can see with this glass of Bob's 47 from the Boulevard Brewing Company down in Kansas City that it shows that classic sort of reddish blonde color. Nice head on there. Kind of a subdued caramel malt, a little bit of that noble hop tang in the aroma. Good depth to the malt flavors in this beer. A lot of beer geeks consider Bob's 47 to be one of Boulevard's best regular offerings, and I would tend to agree with them on that. Next up, we have Dogtoberfest from the Flying Dog Brewery in Frederick, Maryland. We want to adhere to the German tradition. That's certainly the German tradition also. Trust me, if you've ever been in the Hofbrauhaus, that happens a lot. If you haven't tried an Oktoberfest before, I'd like you to give this style a shot. It's a very nice middle-of-the-road beer. It's got good flavor, but not too much. Good hops, again, not too much. Nice, easy drinking, pleasant beer. For SiouxCityJournal.com and the Brew blog, I'm Tim Hynds. Prost.